Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this beautiful 2017 Infiniti QX60 that we have for sale. We acquired this off lease from Infiniti Financial Services. It's a one-owner clean Carfax vehicle out of sunny California. We do have a complimentary Carfax report for you to view. This one is very nicely equipped with features. In fact, it is almost loaded with almost every option you can get in 2017. We have the original build sheet on that, and we can provide you a copy. So it's always good to look at the fine print. Luckily, since we're an Infiniti dealership, we can print these window stickers and we can see what features they have. So this had a base MSRP of $44,900, but when you add in all the equipment, that inflates to $60,260. So it has quite a bit of equipment on it. One of the big ticket features this has is the Deluxe Technology package. That was a $7,300 option. You get 20-inch upgraded aluminum wheels. You get an upgraded Bose sound system. So there's two optional Bose sound systems. This has the top line one that has 15 speakers. It's a surround sound system. You have a second and third row moonroof. You have an advanced climate control system that cleans and filters the air. You have climate controlled front seats, so not only are they heated, but they're also air conditioned. Third row seat power return feature. You have a motion activated lift gate, so you just make a kicking motion underneath the tailgate and it will lift up on its own. Intelligent cruise control, lane departure warning, lane departure prevention, so if you start veering out of your lane, it will start steering you back in. Blind spot warning, blind spot prevention, so if you if you try merging into a vehicle that's in your blind spot, it'll gently steer you back in. Forward emergency braking, forward collision warning, backup collision intervention. The list of features goes on and on. Of course, we can print you out a copy. Actually, the crazy thing is that it has so much equipment, it can't fit on the window sticker. See on the bottom it says additional unprinted options, just because it can't fit everything on there. You get this upgraded maple trim, beautiful leather interior. We have a drive mode selector that makes changes to transmission shift points, throttle sensitivity. This also has an eco pedal on it, so when you put it in eco mode, the gas pedal provides a little bit more resistance to encourage more economical driving, so it doesn't let you, it encourages you not to dip into the throttle as much. Pretty cool system. Of course, navigation, 360-degree round view camera. Power adjustable steering wheel that tilts and telescopes, heated steering wheel. And another thing to take into consideration when you're doing your QX60 shopping, obviously people might be watching this video on YouTube a couple of years in the future where this probably won't matter as much. But right now, as of June 2020, there has been a ongoing recall on the QX60s for an ABS module. This one either didn't have the recall or it has already been corrected. But we do have a few QX60s that have the part on back order, and we've been waiting like 3 months for that ABS module. And Infiniti has a stop sale on it, so that means Infiniti is preventing us from selling any new or used ones that have this open recall. So they're saying that this recall is important enough, they think it is unsafe for people to drive it, so they do not want us selling them. But something they take into consideration is that other stores might not heed that warning, so always check open recalls, especially that one for the ABS module, when you're doing your shopping. And of course you can ask us, we'll be happy to check for you. When I do my QX60 shopping right now, I can pull up the service bulletin so I can plug in the VIN number and I can very easily see which ones have open recalls on them. And of course I stray away from buying those until the parts become more readily available. So that's just a little pointer I want to point out, and usually if it has an open Carfax, they point that out. If it has an open recall, it usually is shown in the Carfax report. So you can ask us for help. We'd be happy to check any Infiniti for you that has an open recall. And you can always check the Carfax report. Most dealerships who sell cars, they offer Carfax reports these days. Nice spacious interior. You have a second row outbound heated seats. You have a rear entertainment system. This has a latch system set up, so it's designed to have a forward facing car seat in place on the second row passenger side, so you can fold this seat forward for third row access without having to remove that forward facing car seat. A lot of the competition, the way the latch system's set up, you have to remove that forward facing car seat in order to fold that seat forward for third row access. Kind of a pain. I have a 3-year-old in a forward facing car seat, and I'd hate to do that every time I want to access third row seating. So that's something to take into consideration if you have a family and you're in the market for a luxury crossover like a QX60. Looks beautiful in black. You have these beautiful upgraded 20-inch wheels. 2016, it got a pretty significant facelift. Looks a lot better. In 2017, this is a 2017 model, we got another update. The venerable 3.5 liter V6 has been upgraded to direct injection. Direct injection works by sending highly pressurized gas directly into the combustion chamber. Generally that gives you more horsepower, lower emissions, and better fuel economy. In the case of the QX60, it got 30 more horsepower, so when they upgraded to direct injection, it went from 265 to 295 horsepower, and that's a pretty significant power upgrade. And the fuel economy stayed about the same, so the fuel economy didn't go up, but you did get 30 more horsepower. A lot of times when you increase horsepower, you're going to lose a little bit of gas mileage or a little bit of fuel economy, so that's a nice plus. And direct injection, can you kind of hear that ticking noise? There's nothing wrong with that engine. Sometimes people will ask me when I move to the engine, why is that engine making all that clacking noise, or whatever you want to call that noise? That's just the way direct injection sounds. I don't know exactly why it sounds like that. Maybe it's just high pressure injectors putting gas in the combustion chamber. But that's the normal sound for direct injection. It might be a little bit louder. It's a little bit louder when idling, but once you're in the car and driving, you're not really going to hear any difference between this and a non-direct injection QX60. They're just as either are just as quiet when you're cruising on the highway, and of course, a little bit extra sound you get from the idling is more than outweighed by that 30 extra horsepower that you get. Adaptive xenon lights provide outstanding nighttime visibility. You have nice LED daytime strips. This one has been serviced and checked by our Infiniti certified techs. Who better to buy a pre-owned Infiniti from than a new Infiniti store like us? Our techs work on these vehicles on a daily basis and are very familiar with them. If you're in the market for a luxury mid-size crossover, the QX60 is an excellent choice, and this particular Deluxe Technology one is definitely worth a look. Thanks for watching this video, and we hope to see you soon.